a retro gamer and hobbyist artist with a lot of nerve. Crolister, the master opponent. Hi guys, Crolister here with this week's How to Draw a Character video. This week we're gonna do Zelda from the Legend of Zelda series. Alright, so, like always, this is being done on Microsoft Paint for me. For Zelda, I start with the top of her hair, which is going to be branched down like this, and arched like this. Let's begin. The specific depiction of Zelda that I'm drawing is the one from, I think, Skyward Sword, because that's the depiction that they use in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the current game in the current generation game in the Super Smash Bros. Series from this recording. This is the front of her headdress. Just draw a diamond. Followed by the rest of the headband. We're going to draw these shapes on the side. Somewhat of a fairy shape. Followed by the fastener. Give me a moment while I try to make this straight as I can. Then the other side. Then, I'll go down and do the nose now. Then the eyes. Give her some lashes. Then we're going to do the sides of her side hair. And make them be pretty long. And then her elf ears. Then we're going to draw her mouth. Just a simple closed mouth smile will do. Alright, let's finish the head up with the chin. Then, we're going to do her neck. She has a beady necklace in this depiction. I'll just draw like this. That'll be fine. It should also be noted I am slightly simplifying this picture because some of these anime characters are over-designed. And for freehand drawing and speed painting, going into full detail is really not that necessary, I think. So, I'm doing the shoulder pieces of her attire. Then from there, she has a centerpiece connecting the shoulder parts. I'm looking at the render in my Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game in the spirit list section carefully as I'm drawing her. Can't use the amiibo because the amiibo is in the Twilight Princess depiction. Then we're going to draw some string sticking out of the charm in the middle. Then, connect these. I'm going to draw the sleeve of her, the torso part of her dress. Fill that lone pixel in. Then she has some lines going around the sleeves of her dress and the bottom of her gown. A fatter one followed by a shorter one. Then I'm going to draw the rest of her right arm. One of my weaknesses as a freehand drawer is that I'm pretty bad at drawing hands and have a tendency to draw the hand facing in the wrong direction. So I looked really closely at my own hand while drawing the position of it to make sure I'm not drawing it in the wrong direction. Then we're going to draw gauntlets around the bottom part of her arms. In the final picture, she's going to be radiating some magic out of her hand, which is why I have her posed like this. Trying to refine some detail here. Alright, I'm gonna I decided to do the other side of her torso. Slight bump in the middle for the belt buckle. And part of her sleeve separating the dress part from her actual shirt. Then we're gonna, I guess I'll get started on her left arm. As long as it looks good freehand, it's alright with me. Characters like these, mind you, are not easy to draw, so yeah, might be a little hard to do it to scale. So, from there, I should be working on the lower body after I do this. And I was wondering how I was gonna put that part of her dress on her while making it look good before. So, I decided to do it from there. The belt is next. Just do a circle. Another circle inside. Then we're going to draw the sides. And I also want to point out they drew the design of the belt incorrectly in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate compared to the original Skyward Sword render that's also in Zelda's Fighter Spirit in the game. That I'll explain up ahead while I try to make this straight. There we go. We're going to draw these sections as though I'm drawing it based on the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate design. I just noticed this while I was drawing the character while recording the video. Underneath these sections of the belt are these circles that have these dagger-looking medallions dangling from them. They're actually supposed to be on the belt, not dangling underneath it. In Ultimate, they're dangling underneath the belt. So, way to go, design team for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You slightly designed Zelda incorrectly. Only slightly. Occasionally, they'll add extra details on characters on purpose, just to make them look nicer, for the fact that Super Smash Bros. Uses more detailed character designs than other Nintendo games do. For example, Rosalina's gown having astral stars glowing on the bottom, and Peach and Daisy having much more designed dresses than they normally do. Just for example, they do that just to make the characters look nicer. Not sure why they decided to move the medallions on Zelda's belt, though. And I'm trying to draw the front piece of the gown right now. Draw the medallions on the other side. I'm going to draw some of the details on the waist part. And I am simplifying this. I'm not drawing it to scale. If you're drawing this kind of non-outlined, if you want to make it as more detailed, the markings on the waist part should be yellow. Also, she's got 3 dots going down underneath that certain emblem. I had to look at the Skyward Sword render real good in order to determine how to make it look decent in my freehand art style. Underneath these 3 dots, you should draw the Triforce. Then I'm going to draw the border of the waist part. You should round the corners a little if you're going to simplify it like I am. Yeah, let me try again. Give me a moment here. And some more details underneath the Triforce. Right, I'm tracing without drawing where the legs should be patterned with the rest of the gown. Let me make sure that looks fine proportionally. It does to me. The bottom of the gown also has the same stripe patterns that the sleeves of her dress torso have. Right, then from here we draw her dress sandals. I'll just start by drawing her toes. Then looking carefully from here, we put about that kind of shape of a front cover. Then we're going to draw the pump part on the sole. Stiletto style sandals that only cover the front and back parts of the leg. Those can't be comfy to move in. Then the other. Right. Then, she also has, like, a short cloak going down the back of her dress at the top as well. That's a detail that might be easy to miss. And except for the back of her hair, I am pretty much set to go. I just align her towards the middle of my canvas. And then I realize that I forgot to draw the back of her hair. She just has long hair. Like, about like this. And that's it for the base drawing. I refine her hair a little bit in the end. For now, though, let's, start coloring. It'll take a while to color this girl here. That was a dang lot of coloring I had to do all at once. That's what happens if you're drawing an anime character, though. A lot of them have so much detail in their design. We're gonna do green eyes. That's what color they looked like in the Smash Ultimate render. That'll do, I'd say. Then add the background, and there you go. So that is my attempt at freehand drawing Zelda, the wisest princess. I haven't really felt myself to want to do that many of the characters from Melee, simply because Super Smash Bros. Melee has a lot of seemingly irrelevant characters in it that just didn't stand out to a lot of people as much as some of the others did. Hence why 5 of them were removed in Brawl, right? Though I definitely like, Melee better than some of the other games in the series, and Zelda technically is one of the more important, though less used characters that were added in that generation. So, yeah. I'll try to do a balanced mix of different characters from different Smash generations, though I only have 3 left in the original N64 lineup. So I'll try to draw at least most of the remaining characters, so stay tuned for those. Consider subscribing if you like any of the franchises that I have listed here, because I do play them a lot and would like to talk about them more on my channel. And I do fan art of a lot of game characters that I like, and will occasionally come out with a Let's Play of some different retro games that I feel like playing for my channel as well. To be quite honest, I have a lot planned for this channel. From this recording, only very soon until we get a brand new Nintendo console. Start of a new generation is imminent, so I'll be looking forward to that as well. So with that, it's going to wrap up this drawing video. More to come up ahead, of course. I'll try to come out with one weekly. So until my next upload, I am Crolister, Master of Ponage. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys very soon.